Wait, I think I've seen you on TV before. Hold on. Wait, are you the athlete that won the gold medal in the Olympics 15 years ago?
That's right!
Seriously? You should have told me that earlier!
Shut up! I've got nothing to teach a lowlife like you! Now get out!
My name is Minoru. I'm an owner of a judo doji, and I used to be a judo wrestler myself. Well, I say that, but I didn't win a lot of matches back when I still played. There's a lot of reasons why I wasn't very good. I was just practicing without knowing what my strengths and weaknesses were, and I didn't know how to better my skills. And that meant that I wasn't able to fix my weaknesses, and that proved to be a fatal flaw in the official matches. But there was another big problem. I was bad at taking care of my body. What I used to do was take in a lot of protein and work out every day. For example, every morning I would eat chicken and drink a protein shake. I would have a similar meal every lunch and dinner too, and I thought that would help me get closer to my dream body, but... Huh? Minoru? Minoru, hey! I should have known that was gonna happen. Playing judo requires a lot of energy, and I wasn't taking in any carbs as part of my diet. There was no way my body was gonna be able to withstand that.
Why are you working out so hard every day, Minoru?
Obviously, because I want to be a good judo wrestler, duh.
But that doesn't mean you're gonna get better at judo, though. You know that, right?
Well, yeah. My father used to be a pro judo wrestler. 20 years ago, I was on the stage of the Olympics. Obviously, I wasn't there as an athlete, but I was there at the stadium when my father won the gold medal. Go, Daddy, get him! And finally...
Yes, he has done it. He's won gold, and there he is with his son, Minoru!
My father won the championship and got the gold medal. He picked me up and celebrated with me. I remember everything about that day. I especially remember the voices of everyone cheering him on. The stadium was shaking that day. I want to become a wrestler like him one day. And that was the day I decided I was going to become a professional judo wrestler like my father. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't win any matches.
Hey, I heard Minoru was the son of an Olympic judo wrestler. Yeah, I know, but I wonder why he's so bad. Maybe he's lying about his father. Shh, what if Minoru hears us?
Dang it, I don't know why I keep on losing either. So I put extra effort into every practice. But the results were still the same. What is going on? One day I got tired of it all and decided to go to my father for help. Dad, why can't I win any matches? You gotta give me some advice here.
You always forget yourself when you're in a match.
Forget myself? What do you mean?
I guess you haven't realized that yet yourself, but that's the impression I get from watching your matches.
I see. Thanks, Dad. So that's what's been going on, huh? Then if I want to win, I just have to train harder. My mindset doesn't really matter in the game, does it? That's what I thought at the time, and I ended up completely ignoring my father's advice. But thanks to that, I lost again, dang it! My father was an Olympic gold medalist, but I still haven't won a single match. But I still love judo, so I continued playing even when I got into middle school. Hey, aren't you that... Yeah, my father's an Olympic gold medalist. I'm trying to become one like him too. Whoa, that's awesome. There should be people here who are just starting judo, right? I have to be better than them at least, right? I can let my mouth run a little bit. And at first, I was the best wrestler in the entire school. But when we entered our sophomore year, people started to get better. Now, I can't just act arrogantly anymore. I started to feel awkward in the club, so I decided to quit in the fall of my sophomore year. But I didn't want to quit judo entirely. I bet I'm really close to becoming a great wrestler. I convinced myself that I should continue. And I kept on working out by myself. I thought everything would change when I got into high school, but...
Hey Minoru, that was nothing. You sure your father's actually a gold medalist?
People kept on making fun of me. What the hell is going on? I don't understand. And I kept on losing in the first round of the official tournaments too. Eventually, I graduated from high school without winning a single match. After I graduated from high school, I quit judo. I didn't plan on playing at all in college. I was afraid of disappointing people again, and I wasn't good enough to be the gold medalist's son. So I started to distance myself from the sport that I used to love the most, and still do. When I graduated from college, I started working as a salesman. I was busy every day, but things were still fulfilling, and today's the day we were supposed to decide on what we were going to do for our annual company-wide sports competition.
So, we're gonna be playing soccer, basketball, the 100-meter dash, and judo, huh?
The soccer and basketball were popular sports, so we were able to decide on each team's participations fairly easily. And the fastest people in our company all agreed to participate in the 100-meter dash.
Does anyone want to play judo?
But judo was the odd one out among all the groups. Soccer, basketball, and running were all popular sports. Everyone's done them at least once, but judo was different. Not a lot of people had experience playing that sport, and even if they did, people were afraid of participating because they didn't want to get injured or something.
Wait, you used to be in the judo club back in high school, right?
Well, yeah, but
Then you should play.
what?
You should have volunteered earlier.
But I was afraid of disappointing people again, so I didn't raise my hand. I knew the feeling all too well. I've experienced it many times when I was a student athlete. But I can't back down now. I don't want to do it. But eventually, the day of the sports festival arrived. When my first match of the day began,
Whoa, you're so good.
I was able to beat my first opponent, and the opponent after that, and eventually,
The winner is Minoru! Congratulations!
I was able to win the tournament. Well, none of my opponents had any experience playing judo, so I really needed to win. But it felt nice to finally win a tournament. Maybe I'd become a good judo wrestler if I'd played in college. This was around when I started to chase a certain goal. I wanted to create a dojo and train my students to become Olympic athletes. I was 26 already, and it wasn't realistic for me to start training again to become an Olympian. That's why I wanted to become a judo master and teach kids how to play the sport. To become a teacher, you gotta attend a training session on it and get a license after taking a test. That's why I spent my free time in between work studying for the test. I participated in my training sessions too, and I put in a lot of effort. Yes, I did it! I was able to pass the exam, and I finally got my license. I can start my own dojo now and start teaching kids how to become a good judo wrestler. All I had to do was find a place to build my dojo. I immediately started scouting for potential locations, but... wait, it's that expensive?
It is. You're looking for a room large enough to have a dojo in it, right?
I was shocked when they showed me the rent of the potential locations. This is way more than I pay in rent for my apartment. I guess that makes sense though. I do need a lot of space to start a dojo, and that wasn't the only problem. I had no idea how to start recruiting students for my dojo. I had no idea how to set the price for my lessons as well. But that was when I was reminded of my father. Wow, this is incredible.
Minoru, what's up?
Well, Dad,
A dojo? Are you being serious?
yeah, I couldn't get there as an athlete, but I want my students to reach the Olympics. That's when a shadow fell across my father's face.
Minoru, it's great to have big dreams, but...
I expected him to react this way. I was never a good judo wrestler, and he probably thinks I'm not good enough to teach the kids, but what he said surprised me next.
Do you know how to run a business?
A business? I'm talking about starting a dojo here. What does that have to do with anything?
I can't believe you want to become a dojo owner without knowing what it takes to run a business.
What do you mean? My father thought to himself for a minute and then said,
Alright, I'll hire you at my dojo first. You can learn what it takes to run a dojo here.
I guess it would be too reckless to start my own dojo without any experience, and so I decided to start working part-time at my father's dojo. I didn't think running a dojo was this difficult though. Being good at judo wasn't the only thing it took to become a good dojo owner. You gotta be able to pay for the fixed amounts, collect new customers, and produce sufficient amount of revenue. I was able to learn a lot about how the important things were to happen in running a business. Alright, time to start my own dojo. After working under my father for a year, I finally decided to start my own dojo. I even quit my old job to become a full-time dojo owner. And I was obviously scared when I handed in my resignation letter in, but what if the entire dojo turns out to be a failure, and I just wasted years of my life for nothing? The thought terrified me. But everything comes with a risk. I had to carry this risk if I wanted to become a successful dojo master. And so, I found out the courage that I had to take a leap of faith. But that didn't mean that things were gonna work out right out of the gate. First, I had to try and get new students by handing out ads in front of nearby schools. Hey guys, could you take these for me?
I don't want it! Wait, actually I do!
Alright, my plan is working. I handed out a piece of candy with every single ad to lure the kids in. And I also made sure the kids were able to get a free lesson if they brought the ad to the dojo. This went pretty well because the 100 copies I printed were gone within a day.
Excuse me.
Yes, can I help you?
My son has always been a bit fragile. Could you train him for me?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for coming to me. Yes, my first customer. I tried to act calm, but on the inside I was screaming and jumping. Alright, time to get this kid the first free lesson. This is the most important lesson I'll ever give. I have to satisfy these two or else they won't pay for my services. So I taught my first student the skills and knowledge I've acquired through the years and the years. And when the lesson was over, that's it for today, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. How was it, Tomoya?
It was super fun. I was scared when I first came here, but judo is really fun.
I'm really glad to hear you say that.
I want to learn judo here, Mom.
I see. Then could you look after him for me, sir?
Of course, thank you, ma'am. And so Tomoya became my first official student. And from that day on, a bunch of kids started showing up every day to get their free lessons. That was all thanks to Tomoya's mom spreading the good news about my dojo to her friends. And now my dojo was full of students, many of whom were Tomoya's friends. At first, I was paying for the dojo's fixed costs without having any students, and that meant I was losing money, and I was afraid that I might lose everything. But I guess I don't have to worry about that anymore. And my student body kept on growing as Tomoya kept on inviting his friends to come over with him to the dojo. I also started filming my lessons and uploading them onto my website. The videos never went viral or anything, but it reached the intended audience. Now I'm getting a lot of new students who are adults. Up to this point, I've been exclusively teaching the elementary school kids. Now that I have adult students, I'm able to start finding creative ways to teach them as well. For example, with some students, I taught them how to effectively lose weight through judo. And for others, I taught them how to de-stress through judo. In every case, I tried to meet the ends of the students as much as I could. It's been 5 months already since I opened the dojo. And thanks to the videos that I've been uploading online, my dojo has grown in popularity, and my channel now has 100,000 subscribers. And I had turned into a YouTuber/dojo owner. I don't know if I should be doing this as a dojo master, though. Well, I guess it's not like I'm doing anything bad. But one day someone messaged me.
Hello, I'm an influencer that uploads videos on YouTube. I was wondering if you want to collab with me.
Collab, huh? What kind of video do you want to film with me?
I upload videos of me wrestling on my channel, and so I wanted to upload a video of me wrestling you.
Wrestling me? Are you sure? I'm just some average judo teacher. I'm not very good when it comes to competitions.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be sure we get great footage of the match.
Alright then, let's do it. A YouTuber reached out to me. Actually, I know who this guy is. He used to be a troublemaker back in high school, and now he uses his experience as a street fighter to film videos of him fighting people in the ring.
Hello!
Nice to meet you, Riku. I'm Minoru, the owner of this dojo.
Huh? So you're Minoru, huh?
He sounds really confident. Are all wrestlers like this? He looked at the dojo around me and said,
This dojo's just full of beginners, that's funny.
When he said that, an awkward silence filled the room. Riku is a massive YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. That's probably why he was acting so arrogantly.
Whatever, let me just start filming. Hey, you there.
Are you talking to me?
That's right, I'm gonna fight this guy now, so you better get good footage of it.
Yes, sir.
You can't speak to my students like that.
You serious? I'm taking time out of my day to come here and film a video with you. You should be on your knees thanking me.
But you're the one who decided that you want to collab. I wasn't fully on board, but I decided to fight Riku to get it over with.
Hi-ya!
Huh? What the? Riku started kicking me out of nowhere. I was super confused since kicking is obviously not allowed in judo, and the match was a lackluster mess.
Hey, you getting good footage of the fight, kid?
Here you go.
Huh? What the hell is this? I'm out of frame in this scene. You gotta be kidding me, you brat.
I'm so sorry.
Tomoya? Tomoya ran out of the dojo in tears.
I've always sought out the strongest opponents, and this place isn't good enough for me.
I see.
The footage is a bust. I don't want to go home without anything. Hey, do you know anyone that's stronger than you? Someone strong?
Someone strong? That's when I had an idea. Do you want to have a match with my father then?
Huh? Come on, man, I'm being serious here. I'm not here to play with some old man.
But my father is a pretty good judo wrestler. You might not be able to beat him.
What? That's ridiculous. I can beat anyone. All right, fine. Tell me where he is.
He should be in his dojo that's around the corner. I'll take you there. And so I contacted my father and decided to introduce him to Riku.
This place is so old and it smells too.
He's so rude. Well, this place has always been open since I was a kid, so...
Oh, hey, Minoru, and you must be Riku.
That's right, I'm Riku. You must be Minoru's father, right? You don't seem weak, but you really want to fight me?
Yeah, but I'll only fight you if you play by judo rules. I'm not here to punch and kick someone.
Alright, whatever, let's just get this over with. And so I watched as Riku and my father started their match. And the results were...
You're kidding me! I've never fought anyone like you!
I heard that you made one of Minoru's students cry. You were also acting very arrogantly, weren't you?
So what? I'm a super popular YouTuber. I can do whatever I want. I'll bet that you just don't understand.
I don't. But what I do know is that you're a pathetic lowlife that has no respect for anyone.
What did you just say to me?
Stop! Riku stood up and ran to my father to punch him. And that was when...
How are you so strong?
He was knocked over by my father with ease. And that was when he saw all the awards hanging on his walls.
Is that a gold medal?
One of the dojo walls was covered with the awards and medals my father had won as an athlete.
Wait, that's a freaking Olympic gold medal!
That's right. That's one of the medals I won back when I was an athlete.
Wait, I think I've seen you on TV before. Are you that athlete that won the gold medal in the Olympics 15 years ago?
That's right.
Seriously? Then you should have told me that earlier.
Oh, shut up. I've got nothing to teach a lowlife like you. Now get out!
What? Whatever. You'll never understand my appeal. Oh, but before I go fight me one last time, Minoru, I'll upload footage of that on tonight, okay?
Okay then, but you better just follow the judo rules.
Whatever, I'll win either way.
And the results were...
Dang it!
I won easily.
I can't believe you decided to challenge us with those skills. The kids that I teach are stronger than you.
Riku was probably insulted by that remark, but he ran out of the dojo in a rage. I was confused and lost when he kicked me earlier, but I was a better judo wrestler now. Teaching people has made me better at judo myself. And it's not like my opponent was a judo wrestler. There was no way I was gonna lose in a match like that against him. But afterwards, I learned something shocking about Riku. Apparently, he was cut off by his main sponsor. He was cut off because he insulted the Tomoya and made him cry. Tomoya is actually the son of the CEO of Riku's main sponsor. Tomoya ended up telling his parents about what happened at the judo that day, and his father was furious at Riku. That's when he decided to cut ties with him entirely. And that's when the floodgates opened, and various scandals involving Riku started going public. Eventually, he stopped uploading videos altogether, and one of the companies that had him in one of their ads lost a lot of money due to this controversy. and they ended up suing him. He didn't have enough money for the settlement, and he had to sell his property and take out a loan. Now he's in massive debt. Meanwhile, I've been continuing to teach my students, and life has been very fulfilling. And I'm taking steps toward achieving my goal of raising a gold medalist.